Hi folks, it's Isaiah with the Inner Health Foundation. Today I want to discuss the connection between gut and brain health and what you can do to improve them and see some results in your life. One thing we know is that the gut and brain are intimately connected, not only in the production of serotonin, but in the connection between digestion, the microbiome, what types of bacteria and microbes that live in our gut and how that affects our brain's ability to produce proper amounts of neurotransmitters. What we know now is that the body is comprised of 90 to 95% microbes, only 5 to 10% human by dry weight. So that means genetically you are almost entirely made up of bacteria. And knowing that, we need to figure out, well, what can we do about that? What can we do about restoring and rejuvenating, reinvigorating the bacterial and microbial populations within the body so that we can be in an optimal state of functioning? Because those microbes are the messengers and carriers of nutrients and information, electricity and neurotransmitters. Everything is in unison and working as over, really an overall system. There's no, we separate the systems of the body, the digestive, immune, brain, nervous system. We separate them for the purpose of understanding the body and being able to specialize, say, in educational purpose, to specialize in one thing or another. But ultimately, the body is one living whole organism, in every moment inseparable on all levels, really sensitive and connected. So knowing that, what we need to do is figure out how can we increase the levels and the intelligence of the microbes inhabiting our body, comprising the majority of who we are. So one of the ways we can do that is by adding in fermented foods. Another is to add in high quality probiotics that start to repopulate good bacteria in our gut. And then when the bacteria in our gut is at a good level and in good diversity, that translates to our brain and our brain's ability to produce the proper neurochemistry. How that translates to you in a very simple way is what food do you put in your body and what is the effect on the microbial populations. So if we have an imbalance, we have a lot of fungus, we have a lot of bacteria in our gut that is not healthy, and we feed it too much meat, too much dairy, too much sugar, too much wheat, on top of the toxicity and the toxic load that we're already storing in our large intestine and liver and kidneys. We have these organs that are processing for us waste, and when they get backed up, then everything suffers, and the bacteria start to thrive in that environment. Right? So our job is to rebalance and repopulate and strip out those bad guys and start to clean house. So a few different ways we can do that. One is add in simple foods like fermented foods, which I'm sure many of you know about: kimchi, sauerkraut, miso, yogurts, high quality ones without sugar, right? Things that are fermented are going to help to start to repopulate that on a daily level. A next step up would be to get a high quality probiotic. One that is, you need to research for yourself and experiment, because different ones are going to have different effects based on you. Your body is unique to you, right? There's no one-size-fits-all probiotic. There's no one-size-fits-all food. Your body is going to give you the signals as to what's what. So maybe in the beginning, as you start, you might have a cleansing process, but if you wait for a little bit, after that reaction kicks in and you start to feel more energy, better bowel movements, more clarity, your skin clears up, more clarity of thought, better sleep, better digestion in general. Like, these are the things you're going to start to notice when you have the proper balance. And when a good probiotic comes into your system that's in a good fit for you, you're going to start to notice many of these things. A product that's worked well for me, one which I get nothing from, it's nothing to do with the company, I don't work for them, I'm not affiliated whatsoever, but it's a product that is called Flora, and it's one I've used for quite a while now. It's a bacillus strain, and it comes from Icelandic soil. So it's a plant-based probiotic coming from soil in Iceland. It's not, majority, I think 90+% of probiotics are either pig or cow derived. And in my opinion, and in my experience, a lot of them are not really proper. They're not the right ones for my body, I can say. And ideally we'd all be getting healthy human bacteria, but because that's not available in the market, as far as I know, so we need to find different sources. So this one has spoken to me and has really provided good results including international travel, where I really felt the difference. I felt like I was able to be in a consistently smooth place digestively throughout that time and not have any stomach upset, even in a really severely underdeveloped country with quite a few issues. So consider checking that out. Another product that this company makes is called Global Healing Center. Another one of their products that's really beneficial is Mycozil, and this one is for ridding the body of candida and other fungus. I've had too much fungus in my system in the past, and this has really helped me. So for those of you out there that are looking for products that work, these are two I've found that are inexpensive and have definitely worked in my experience. Start to notice your mental state. Are you less anxious? Are you less depressed? Are you more open mentally and more clear in yourself? Once you start to depress the fungal colonies and start to invigorate the right type of probiotics within your microbiome. Right? The gut health is crucial. It's the root of so many diseases, potentially all diseases. Another really key aspect is prebiotics. Most of us have heard of probiotics, but often not prebiotics. Prebiotics are a class of carbohydrate that the human body can't absorb, but the microbes in your gut can, and it helps to balance them out. They've done studies to show that key groups of people using placebo versus prebiotics shows the ones using prebiotics have significantly less anxiety and stress after a few weeks of taking them. In these studies, they show the HPA axis, hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, really important key stress marker, part of the brain, shows that in the saliva test, the cortisol levels relative to that are decreased significantly, right? And they're showing a lot less stress and anxiety. If there's anything I can do to support you in understanding these products, using them, or learning more about other things, or if you have questions about other products or what's going on with you, please send information my way. I'm happy to provide an opinion, right? That's all I can offer. I'm not a doctor. I'm just someone that cares about my own health and well-being, and I know there are simple solutions out there for all of us to treat ourselves with many different conditions that doctors and medical establishments will tell us are incurable or something that needs to be suppressed rather than actually healed and balanced through simple alternatives to what they're offering. We're all so much better off when we can start to develop esteem for ourselves in the form of an ability to care for ourselves, an ability to look deeply into things in our life, looking deeply into our practices, our products, our homes, our environments, and our relationships with all those things. Never be afraid to do the research and experiment on yourself with the right kinds of products. Really, at this point, in my opinion, it's a matter of your health is in your hands, right? Western medicine can serve us in terms of its ability to provide diagnosis, and in terms of acute situations like accidents, surgeries. They're highly equipped to help us in those situations. But in terms of comprehensive day-to-day care, immunity, gut health, diet, trying to, the things that really make a difference in our health and well-being on a daily basis, they don't have a clue about. And I remember studying early on, considering going to medical school and looking deeply into it and realizing, wait a minute, they don't study health, right? They just study disease and diagnostics and prescription of drugs, none of which I want to do. So why would I go to medical school? For me, I want the information, I want the products, I want the intelligence, I want the practices that allow me to have access to greater health and well-being, and that ultimately is in the hands of myself and qualified natural practitioners, East and West. Many of the things that we think are systemic challenges can be handled with simple solutions at home. In the next few weeks, I'm going to be providing many, many different options for you, one after the other, simple solutions that you can provide for yourself that are inexpensive and that will help you to gain a better health, better awareness, better bodily, energetic, emotional, and mental health. Right? It's not all product-based. I'm just providing a few today because I've been currently using them and enjoying the product, enjoying the effects. So, thank you so much. I wish you perfect health, highest alignment and deep satisfaction and happiness in your life. Much love.